Alright, we're here for a late night LoL. We are 4 minutes and 27 seconds in. This is the best we're going to get. Top lane, we have Jace, which seems to be his place in the meta, versus a Rumble. Mid lane, we have Orianna with her buffs versus, ooh, awesome. We get a Firefox Ahri, so that's that new skin. That looks pretty cool. I play Ahri every now and then. Jungle Shen right about to come in and maybe make this Orianna's days terrible. I don't know if she can see him or not. Jungle Nocturne for blue team, and the blue blood is Gianna. Vayne, solid lane, and ooh, Tarek Urgot. This is going to be hellish once they hit level 6. So let's join this game already in progress. So I want to see if Shen does any business. We do have Urgot pushing bottom lane. We do have Rumble on top of Jace, but oh, and Shen goes in. Orianna uses her flash, lands a couple of auto attacks on Shen. Not going to do much. His W is going to be able to shield. Right now, Urgot has landed his poison onto Vayne. Going to be doing as much damage as he can. Ignite landed on Gianna. Flash hit, and she is using her shield to protect against the Ignite. That's great, but unfortunately, she and Vayne have already kind of been bullied out of lane. Shen has moved top. Going to be seeing if he can pressure that full metal Jace. Also a very neat looking skin. Not to sound like a commercial, but these skins look pretty cool. Skin fight, and let's see, we got harass going on right now. Need to learn a little bit more about Orianna. Oh, and Shen is coming into lane, and Orianna may not be able to get out. Charm landing onto her. Shen is doing tons of damage as well as Ahri. Will this be first blood? And first blood going to the jungler. Ooh, would have been better if Ahri had managed to get it. Nocturne coming in. Will he get revenge? Probably not. Shen is still in the area. He was barely hurt in that encounter. Nocturne's going to be trying to push the lane, get a little bit of golden experience. Ahri is doing fine. She has hit level 6, meaning that she's going to be able to escape ganks even if she doesn't have flash. This is all kinds of good news for them. Meanwhile, up top, Jace is having issues dealing with Rumble, probably due to the fact that Rumble is a energy character and Jace has mana concerns. Now he's switching stances, trying to gain that movement speed, doing his best to do as much damage as he can. Jace currently has 23 creep kills, Rumble has 18, so oh hey, he's losing with grace, and as long as he doesn't die, that means he's winning the lane. Alrighty, Vayne taking a couple more hits, the shield's going to be counteracting that. Oof. Vayne and Urgot, this lane can be very dangerous, especially with that Tarek right there. He's sitting here in the bot, waiting to land any kind of hit he can. Will he land a Dazzle? He can easily keep this Urgot healed. See what's happening right now. Vayne just kind of needs to survive. If Gianna can keep Vayne alive till about, I'm going to say level 8 or so, Vayne's a very weak character early. She kind of hits that sweet spot, almost like Vladimir does once she hits about level 9 or something like that. Definitely is almost like an AP character where she needs both levels and money to really succeed. But they are pushed into lane, and oof, the tower is stealing those last hits. Mid lane, we have a lot of action going down. Let's not... Alright, so, spoiler, Orianna's going down, but let's see what happened 15 seconds ago. So Orianna and Nocturne are in lane, they're harassing, I guess, ineffectively against this Ahri. Ahri doesn't seem to care as she is landing, using her ultimate, landing massive damage on Orianna, managing to kill her as well, even though... Oh, and Nocturne lands a kill, but he's not going to be able to get away from Shen. Oh man, and mid is absolutely brutal. We'll be finding out if top lane is going to be able to counteract that. 2 kills on red. This could start to snowball, but unfortunately for red team, the majority of their gold is going on Shen. But once he hits, and he is level 6, just as soon as I say that, he could become a real major problem for blue team. They're going to need to communicate about when they know if Shen's ult is up or not. He already has 1 GP5 item, and Tarek is moving in, no attempt to dazzle. So I am unimpressed. So Gianna placed a ward right here, that's to make sure that Tarek can't really zone them out. If he enters that bush, they're going to be able to see and they can punish. Dazzle landed on Vayne, terrible Dazzle. Urgot was nowhere near the area where she could punish. Vayne managed to get a little bit of gold. Let's check this creep kill. Vayne at 43, Urgot at 61, so he's definitely out farming Vayne. See what's happening in top lane. Rumble is just being a damn bully, but oh, I don't know who has the advantage here. The Ignite lands on Jace, the ultimate, and he flashes out. Managing to survive there. He's begging for help from his jungler, who mainly seems to be camping mid. Nocturne does have level 6, so he could cause some trouble. But he mainly seems to be interested in helping mid lane. This is solo queue, so he could be teamed up. Jace doesn't want to leave his tower. He can harass with his Q, but that doesn't seem to be doing him much good right now, and he's running away. He should have left lane earlier. Meanwhile, bot Urgot seems to have based back. He now has a Brutalizer, so that's going to lower his cooldown, and some Armor Pen. That's a great item for an AD carry. Unfortunately, it only really builds into Yomo's Ghostblade, and Nocturne is using his ult to land on Ahri. For a second there, I thought he was just using it to confuse the enemy team, but she does have her ultimate. She is dashing around, dealing massive damage to Orianna and Nocturne, and that gank has turned around to a terrible trade for Orianna and Nocturne. And Shen, he's already walking around in the blue jungle. Oh, but Orianna manages to catch him. Hopefully it will dissuade him from doing any kind of gank, but he can at any time. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, he's counter-jungling. Bad news all around for red team. Top lane is going bad for... Good news all around for red team, bad news all around for blue team, as mid seems to be falling apart, and blue is being absolutely pushed. Taric is roaming around, planning out wards. Let's check vision right now. We have a moment when no one's trying to kill each other. Red team kind of knows where some members of blue team are, and blue team only knows... Alright, so they don't have any idea where top or jungle is. So good for them, but we know that Shen is doing raves. Ahri is massively pushing mid lane, but both AP carries have blue buff, so that's going to allow them to push and spam pretty well. Let's see here, Orianna has a tier, which you can build into either a Archangel Staff or a Rod of... No, not a Rod of Ages. Or a Mana Moon. I can't see her building a Mana Moon. Oh, and the Rumble lands the ultimate, and Shen is there as well. Oof. Rumble getting that top lane kill. Not looking at the chat, but I have to imagine that there are some choice words probably being tossed at Nocturne, who is yet to gank top. Rumble is a fantastic bully top, and he's probably going to kill that tower. If you've never played Rumble, he works on an energy mechanic. The more energy he uses, you can see his energy bar right here. He does more damage if he keeps it to a 50, but if he hits 100% like that, there we go. He does magic damage, but can't use any of his skills, which gets rid of his escape and is slow. Urgot moving in with defense. Manages to not hit his Q. Janna showing the safest place for either of them to be standing with that tornado. Let's see how the Farm Fest is going. 62 to 91. Urgot is absolutely ruining bot lane. And I got that stupid bug again. I have to imagine that these blasting wands that I'm seeing two of on Urgot, considering that he has no AP, are probably mana potions. Interesting choice for Urgot. Taric gaining some mana out of Whack and Gianna a few times. This could go very bad, both of them. Everyone has their ultimates in bot lane. But Vayne's is more of a buff ultimate, so Urgot can do some damage. Taric can easily jump some extra damage down on Urgot, and we have Rumble's roaming. Nope. And he's just planning a ward, making sure that he knows exactly where we're going. The ward coverage on red team is pretty good, as red bot has absolutely bullied bot out of existence. And Nocturne jumps in, landing on Urgot, who has managed to flash out, not doing a lot of damage against him. Both Taric and Urgot are very tanky, using the summoner heal. And Shen teleporting in completely changes the flow of the fight. That tornado, or I'm going to say Howling Gale from Gianna, manages to save blue from being brutalized. Looks like Shen's building towards the Sunflower Cloak. That's an okay job for him. I mean, everything he does is at close range. The current meta for Shen right now, some people build... I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but it looks like it's built similar to Ritz End. It's a recursive bow and a ruby crystal. Oh! It'll come to me. But he basically shoots lightning. Allows him to split push and clear minion waves. Orianna and Ahri hucking balls at each other. No one really connecting. Oh, Orianna liked my joke. And bot lane is still mostly hellish right now, but no one has died in a little while. We'll see what happens. Still feeling kind of bad for Jace. See how he's building. Vampiric, not really building towards any items yet. Vampiric Scepter, Longsword. Is he building towards a Brutalizer, perhaps? We'll have to see. Could just be having a Vampiric Scepter for lifesteal, and well, we'll find out what he's up to. He's probably basing right now. Yeah, he is. As is Taric. Well, I guess the bully lane thinks they don't have any problem. Blue buff being reset, given back to Ahri. Slowly giving back to Ahri. There we go. Does Orianna have hers? Orianna has hers, so she's probably going to base right now. I don't really see any big action. Big action isn't going to happen for a little bit. Somebody may go for Dragon in a little bit. Vayne getting a little aggressive. She's got 2 Doran's Blades, and looks like she's building for an early Z... Oh, no. Berserker's Greaves. Well, Urgot doesn't have boots, still has Brutalizer, but he is based as well, so oof, a Glacial Shroud! Oh, that is terrible news for bot lane. That's a massive amount of armor for him. Tons of extra mana, that's going to allow him to do spamming. Oof! And Taric does not care. He's getting harassment. Oh, and top lane, Rumble has bullied Jace. And he's showing pretty good minion queuing with that EQ combo. And Rumble spraying some fire, spitting it out. What's he building so far? So he has this Hextech roll. He builds similar to Mordekaiser. You kind of want that spell vamp, but you really don't need to be building mana. Urgot there, he's not going to take a lot of damage, but Vayne can manage to do true damage with every 3rd hit, depending on how much. And oh my god, Nocturne has jumped in. Monsoon pushing him back into Nocturne, into Vayne. Looks like he's not getting out of here. He may have tons and tons of health. The Vayne ultimate, Nocturne doing so much damage. Taric is trying to get away. Oh my goodness, he has been exhausted, so he's moving real slow, and he is down. Ahri is coming into the lane, doing tons of damage to everyone. Nocturne is being absolutely demolished. Shen all going down on her, so she is basically going to take no damage. Vayne is trying to get away, using her movement speed boost. Oh no, and mid Orianna has come right in time to be absolutely butchered. She flashes out of the way and bounces them up using her W. And now we have Shen, who is going to be going after Vayne. Can she hide under tower? He's got so much armor, nothing bad is going to happen to him or Ahri at this point. A double buffed Ahri. That is terrible for bottom lane, and they're going to be going for the dragon now that they have the advantage. Meanwhile, up top, Rumble is basically chasing to go murder that awesome-looking Jace. So that's... cowardice can look really cool if you've dressed nicely. Oh, and this is... Oh, man, he's pushing past the tower. A pretty good way to do farm. I like this Rumble. This guy seems to know what he's doing. I'll be paying attention to his build. Right now, Taric, Philostone, and Boots, and Red has managed to take Dragon. Oh man, and they have a 4,000-ish gold lead, so they're doing good for them. Meanwhile, up top, Nocturne is futilely trying to save his tower. Oh, Rumble landing the ult, slowing him down, and an Ignite. Rumble taking tons and tons of damage on that Nocturne. Jace jumping on him, moving him around. Rumble doesn't really seem to care. Doing little bits of spell vamp here and there to heal up, and with his potion. Jace doing some damage, and finally getting a kill. Good for Jace. And Rumble's amazing death animation has occurred yet again. Dazzle landing on Vayne. She can't really move around. Meanwhile, mid is already going to kill. Nope. Just some major harassment, and red has already pushed blue back to their tower. We could be seeing another red tower going down pretty soon, but it looks like Taric and Urgot just kind of want to watch what's going to be happening to Ho-Ho Honey Bear and Neon Way. Let's see. Oh, and now he's going to be able to harass that Vayne. Not doing that much damage, though. Vayne with a BF sword, so she can do some damage. Let's see here. With a Sunfire Cloak, magic damage, Jungle Shen is just going to be pushing lanes, and he's going to be able to use his ultimate to get anywhere where he is needed to be. But his ultimate is not up right now, so there we go. Oh, a Wriggles Lantern. Jeez. Yeah, Longsword and a Vampiric Scepter builds into Wriggles Lantern. How did I forget that? Must not jungle enough. Let's see. Bot lane's got some minor aggression. Ooh, Rumble is heading bot. He's freed from top lane now that he killed his tower, so he's going to be coming in there. Oh, no Vision Ward. Jace manages to plant one. Probably saves bot life. Let's see what happens right here. Nocturne is right there being chased by Ahri. Maybe he doesn't know where she is. We're seeing what's going on right now. And, oh, Jace has jumped down on Rumble. Nocturne moving in, jumping down onto Rumble as well. Oh my god, that Rumble ultimate there helping, dealing so much damage. The Monsoon from Gianna does literally nothing while Vayne is being picked apart. Ultimate landing on her. She's on the other side. And Taric and Urgot doing tons of damage. And because of how little she seems to care about the team fight, 4 down. Ahri is just farming it up in the jungle, and we have Shen doing what Shen does best. He is pushing top lane, And they're going to lose this other bottom tower. This could be a... You know what? This game could be over in the next minute and a half. I don't know if a Vampiric Scepter is the best way to go with Jace. No, haven't really played him. You do need that kind of sustain and that free ward up top. Landing the stun onto Shen, doing as much damage as he can, but he needs to worry about clearing minion waves. That AoE damage is okay. He and Nocturne are up north. They're going to ignore Shen. There's nothing they can do to stop them. Meanwhile, red team is kind of try to port up. Gianna doing her best to get a little bit of farm and harass. Let's see, she has 2 GP5s and is building towards Shirelia's Reveille. That Ruby Crystal is definitely building towards Shirelia's. Let's see what's going on with Tarek. He's got the 2 GP5 right up at the build his Mercury Treads, Nope, he didn't buy Mercury Treads, so he's going to be wardening it up. Meanwhile, mid, we have Jace and Rumble. Jace's nightmare continues, as Rumble has already built tons of AP and magic penetration. Ooh, he's taking tons of damage from Orianna and Jace. Is he going to be able to get away? No, he's been ignited. And that ultimate does very little damage if somebody isn't walking through it. And that death animation continues to be really funny. Unfortunately, 2 towers up and a 7,000 gold advantage. Things are looking really gloom for blue team. Red buff, yeah, still in the hands of Nocturne, though. Red team can easily push mid now. It's the only outer tower they have left to take care of. So we'll see them probably collapse on that. They don't really need Shen because his ult is up, so they can just kind of push this lane as much as they want, and Shen can come in the moment a team fight starts. Rumble will respawn right now, but I think that Ahri can do enough damage. Urgot can do tons of damage. And Tarek can manage to heal, and kind of keep them protected from Vayne and from Jace. Yeah, I guess unless Ori is in the fight, they're not really going to be doing too much damage. Orianna, there we go. I knew that sounded wrong. Wraith fight, uneventful. And Urgot is farming at bot, 158, Ahri at 159. Oh my gosh. Tarek, 1 minion kill. That is self-control, my friends. That is self-control. But look at that, like... Oh, and Nocturne landing down on Ahri, who manages to dance away using her ult, doing tons of damage at the same time. And Nocturne misses with her charm, but doesn't really matter. The damage is done. She's going to be able to hide under towers. All blue team tries to approach her. They're going to try and dive her. Ooh, being knocked up by Orianna, taking tons of damage from that Orb of Deception, and she is finally shut down. But Shen is in here as well, managing to kill Nocturne, and Jace is doing as much damage as he can. Shen has been shut down, and the tower is doing tons of damage right now to Orianna. Can they manage to take out this tower? We have Tarek coming in, who's not going to be able to do much on his own. They should just try to get that tower. They have the time, but now they have Rumble, they have Tarek, they have Urgot. They're going to be descending upon them. Gianna needs to make sure, and look at that. They're farming it up. They know a fight that they can't win. 2 kills, though. And maybe with that rubber banding, who knows if that's going to be able to benefit them a little bit. Up and mid, we've got that aggression coming back in there. Tarek and Rumble. Rumble not really seeming to give it a crap, and Urgot is running around to the jungle. He's going to probably be farming it up bot. They know they can separate, and Jace is doing his best to farm. Let's see here. Ruby Crystal, sword. Is he building towards an Aegis? He's got that sword. He could be building towards the Ionian Spark, which is the name of that item I couldn't remember earlier. Oh, red team is ping dragon. They have a full advantage right now, so they could easily start a dragon fight. And Tarek has made sure he's going to be able to spot Nocturne from a mile away. Shen has started the dragon fight. He and Tarek could easily solo this right now with as powerful as Shen is. Urgot will probably come into help, and we have Ahri coming in to help as well. This could be the set of the next team fight. Rumble leaping down onto... Oh, and we have Nocturne. Is he going to go for a steam? No, he is not going to be able to go for a steal. And Nocturne absolutely... we got 15 seconds. So right now, meanwhile, boring dragon fight. Nocturne doesn't manage to do the steal. What happened up here that happened so poorly? He moves in with the fire, doing tons of damage, landing the slow, and his ultimate. Orianna is dismantled by Rumble. And Nocturne is doing his best. Oh, run! As Gianna, like, frivolously tosses, oh man, her tornadoes at him. Giving him a hop, but it's not going to stop. Let's see right now, the bot lane terror duo of Tarek and Urgot. They're going to be moving forward, weakening up those minions, making sure that Urgot can continue doing one-shots. Red team is going to try and steal. Oh, they have an eye on Vayne. They've landed the stun. They've landed the taunt, and they landed a charm, and she is absolutely melted. 8 kills to 13, 3 towers up, and a massive gold advantage. They've almost hit 10k. They're going to be able to do that pretty soon if they keep up all of the farm that they're doing, and they manage to land a tower. Nocturne and a wasted oracles on her. Oh, but right now Jace is coming in. Let's see what kind of damage he can do. Nocturne using his ultimate to try and close off Vision. Jace jumps in. They're trying to do their best to land on Urgot. He is very tanky. The Monsoon healing up, but not doing well enough. And Urgot is going to survive thanks to the Shen ult and his own ult getting extra resistance. Oh man, and Jace goes down, but he did put up an okay fight. Just a bad engage. They got out-ultimated. Oh, right now Gianna has been, oh my god, taunted under tower, but it didn't even matter, and the surrender vote is in. What a dominating play. I'm going to zoom in. Nope, can't zoom in on that Firefox. Sorry, that skin looks cool. That skin looks really cool. Alrighty, so that's a very quick how to get rolled, how to get carried. So Taric, pretty cool. Rumble, just every lane lost. Every lane was absolutely decimated. And even when red lane wasn't winning a lane or they've been killed, they were leading a creep. They just seemed to, every person knew what they were doing more than the other person. One of these days I'm going to see a good Jace game. I'm looking forward to it. See you later.